Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2026 Toyota Prius XLE, and I'm going to run through all the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle with the shifter, if you go over and up, it'll put it in reverse, which will bring up your backup camera. Then if you go straight over to the left, it'll put it in neutral. If you pull down, it'll put it in drive. From there, you can actually go down to the braking mode, where it'll basically apply the regenerative braking a little more to try to slow the vehicle and make the vehicle more fuel efficient. Then when you want to put it back in park, you just push the P button right there and it'll put it in park. Below the shifter, you have drive mode. You can rock this back and forth, and then on the dash, you can go through Eco, Normal, Sport, and Custom. These are different drive modes. Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible. Normal's for normal driving. Sport is going to try to give you all the power that it can. And then Custom, you can actually go in and make a custom driving mode. Next to that, you have EV mode, which stands for electric vehicle mode. All hybrids come with this. Basically, if you have a fully charged hybrid battery, you can put it in EV mode and do a short, low-speed trip in full electric. Then this vehicle does have electronic park brake. So every time you take the vehicle out of park, it automatically disengages the park brake. And when you put it back in park, it automatically engages the park brake. Next to that, you have a hold button. If you turn this on, you'll see a green hold light on the dash. Then if you put the vehicle in drive, you'll see an orange one next to it, which means it's active. So you can actually take your foot off the brake while the vehicle's in drive and it won't go anywhere. Say you're sitting in a drive-thru and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, it'll hold it for you. Then when you want to move forward, you just tap the gas pedal. It will release. You can move forward a spot. And then if you push down hard on the brake, it'll activate again. And then finally, off to the right, you have a button to turn off the traction control. In front of the shifter, you do have a little hidden compartment underneath there. Then you've got a couple USB-C charging ports, a 12-volt plug-in right there. The start button for the vehicle is right there, and then the hazards are right there. This vehicle does have auto climate control. So if this auto button is lit up, it's basically like a thermostat for your car. So if it's on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70. And if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70. On the far left here, this will do your front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front window. This will de-ice the back window and the side mirrors. This will turn climate control off. This will change the temperature in the vehicle. Right here, you can do the fan speeds up and down. This will change where the vents are going to blow. This will do recirculate on. This will do direct air, and then you have AC on and off right there. This vehicle does have heated seats, so you have high, medium, low, and off for the driver's side, and then the passenger controls are right there. In the top left corner of the radio screen is your cloud navigation. You do have to have a subscription for this through Toyota, and then you'll have built-in maps on the radio screen. It costs $15 per month. Otherwise, you can use your wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to use your phone's navigation on the screen for free. Then you have the music symbol here. At the top, you have favorites, so all your favorite stations off to the right. Then you have Tune, where you can do FM, AM, and XM. You do get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. If you go XM channel 57, tune to channel, it'll bring it up for you right there on the right side. If you like that station, you want to hit the heart over here, and it'll put it on your favorites list. Down here, you can go channel by channel. You can pause it and back it up if you missed a song. You can even hit notify me, and if you like the artist or the song, you can check mark it, and it'll tell you if it's playing on any XM station. Then if you go back, you have FM, AM, and XM. This is for finding music. So say you're looking for XM music and you want rock music, it'll give you all the rock stations right there. Then the phone here will just take you to your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, or Android Auto, so you can have all your contacts on the screen. The vehicle tab here, you can do some climate control stuff up on the screen. You could do trip information like range to empty and miles per gallon that you've been getting. You could do energy flow. Since this is a hybrid, you can monitor the hybrid systems to see what they're doing. And then vehicle alert, it'll tell you if anything's wrong with the vehicle right there. Finally, you have the settings tab. You can log into your profile, adjust the date and time, make all kinds of different vehicle customizations. Up above, you have map light. This will turn all the lights in the vehicle on. And then the one that says door, if that's lit up anytime a door is open, the lights will come on. Then you have your SOS Safety Connect. So basically, if you get a flat tire, have some sort of emergency, you can flip this down, push the button, it'll call Toyota, and then they can send help your way. And then this vehicle does have Home Link, so you have 1, 2, and 3 different garage door openers. So you can actually push these and sync your garage door remote up to these buttons, so you can use them instead. Behind the steering wheel is your wipers. If you go up to mist, it'll do one swipe and then back to off. Then one click down is auto windshield wipers. So if it detects raindrops, they will turn on automatically. You can adjust the sensitivity of those right there. Then you have low and high. If you pull this lever towards you, it'll spray and clean the front windshield. Then over here you have the headlights. You can go all the way down to DRL off, which is daytime running lights off. No lights at all. Most people leave it on auto all the time. They'll turn on and off on their own. Otherwise you can do park lights and headlights. Forward for high beam, back for low beam. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have mode, which will go through AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth music, all your sources. Then these arrows right here will go through your favorite radio station presets, or if you're listening to like Amazon Music, it'll do next song and back a song. Then this vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. So basically, if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set at 70 miles per hour and you come up on a car going any slower, it'll automatically sense that car, slow down, and match their speed. To set that, you just get up to the speed you want to set it at and hit this top left button, and then it'll say set at 70 miles per hour up on the dash. If you want to bump it up to 72, you can hit the plus symbol and go 1, 2. If you want to go back down to 70, you can go 1, 2. If you want to cancel it, you can hit cancel or tap the brake pedal. Then you can also have a zone selector right here. So you can choose 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that's how close it'll follow the vehicle in front of you. If you don't like the adaptive cruise control, you can hit the mode button and it'll switch it from adaptive to regular cruise control where it won't slow you down. And then finally, it has lane trace assist. So basically, if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and try to keep you perfectly centered. If you don't like that, you can turn it on and off right there. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have a voice command button. So if you push it real quick, tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
Then if you hold that button down for about 3 seconds, it'll actually bring up your Siri or Google Assistant so you can make phone calls, text messages, things like that. Above that, you have a little volume knob so you can turn the radio up and down. Then you have this left, right, up and down arrow. That's for customizing the center display. So you can go up and down through all those side tabs and then right and left through those bottom tabs. And you can show some different fuel economy stuff, lane departure, pre-collision, and a compass, what's playing on the radio station, vehicle information like trip distance and time, energy monitor, tire pressures, all-wheel drive control, settings for all your safety equipment, messages if anything's wrong with the vehicle, and then right back to the top. Above that, you have a phone here, so if you get a call from somebody, you can hit that to answer it, hit it again to hang up, and then this is like a clear button. If you ever get a notification up on the screen, you can hit that to clear it. Over on the left side of the steering wheel, you have a button for your automatic high beams. So basically, if you're driving down the highway at night with your high beams on and you meet another car and forget to dim them, it can sense their headlights and dim them for you automatically. If you like that feature, you want it lit up like that. If you don't, you want to turn it off. Then next to that, this vehicle actually has like a heating pad underneath the windshield wipers. So in the wintertime, you can actually heat the wipers so they don't freeze to the windshield as easily. Then you have your heated steering wheel button. Over here, you have up and down arrows to turn the brightness of the gauges up and down. And then you have odometer and trip, so you can go through odometer, trip A, and trip B. Down here, you have a button to open the fuel door on the side of the vehicle, and then if you pull this lever here, it'll pop the hood. Finally, on the driver door, you have a button for the window locks. If you turn that on, nobody can roll the windows up or down. Then you have all 4 window controls. They are all one-touch auto up and down, so if you give it a quick push, it rolls all the way down. And then if you lift up on it real quick, it'll roll all the way back up. Then you can lock and unlock the doors. And then for adjusting the mirrors, you just hit the left one, move the left mirror around, hit the right one, move the right one around. And then if you put it back on the center, if you bump it, it won't go anywhere. And that should be all the buttons on this 2026 Toyota Prius XLE. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.